Well, what a dominant performance there from Matsuyama and Shida. Next up, it's men's singles, and it's the reigning world and Olympic champion and two-time former champion here, Viktor Axelsen of Denmark, looking to reach a record 5th final at the India Open, up against the Asian Games gold medalist, Jonatan Christie. Well, as far as the men's singles is concerned, our first semi-final was absolutely terrific, with Kunla Widasan, the number 8 seed from Thailand, coming through against the Olympic bronze medalist Anthony Ginting. 4 seeds, 3 different nationalities in the semi-final stage, because of course 2 players from Indonesia. We'd had 6 different nationalities and 6 seeds at the quarter-final stage, and in fact 3 former finalists, not only Viktor Axelsen, Cho Tien Chen, and last year's beaten finalist Lo Ken Yu. The undisputed world number 1, the reigning world and Olympic champion, 4 times a finalist here at the India Open, twice a former champion, the reigning European champion. His list of achievements goes on and on. He won the tournament last week in Malaysia. That was his 9th consecutive Super 1000 tournament final. He is in extraordinary form. Jonatan Christie, one of the most talented individuals from Indonesia, along with Anthony Ginting. The Asian Games gold medalist won gold in Jakarta in 2018, beating Cho Tien Chen in the final. The man, in fact, he beat yesterday in a thrilling quarter-final. He was silver medalist at last year's Asia Championships in Manila. 3 finals in total last year, winning in Switzerland and losing in the final of those Asian Championships and the Korean Open, a Super 500 event on the HSBC BWF World Tour. This, of course, is a 750 event, the 2nd highest tier on the World Tour. Well, this will be a 9th meeting between these 2 players, and of the previous 8, as you can see, Viktor Axelsen has won 6 of them, including the last, which was the semi-final of last year's Malaysian Open. It was 3 games, as you briefly saw, and 21-11 in the deciding game to the tall Dane. Well, Viktor Axelsen won the toss of the coin, and he's chosen ends, and he always does, because there's inevitably a little bit of drift in every big arena. Warm air rises, and of course that creates a bit of a swell of the warm air, and there's always a bit of a drift. Well, he turned 29 17 days ago, did Viktor Axelsen, and he really is tall, 194, he's 6'4". He's enjoying his 111th week at world number 1. It's his 3rd spell, it's his 60th consecutive week at world number 1. Well, so far this week, well, he didn't have the easiest of draws. He had a repeat of 2 finals here at the India Open when he had to play against Kidambi Srikanth, the man who beat him in 2015 in the final. Then he beat the 2018 winner, Xiu Qi from China. And in the quarterfinal against Rasmus Gemke, a terrible, devastating injury to Gemke, who had to be wheeled off the court. Well, I know all of us here wish Rasmus Gemke a full and speedy recovery. It really did look quite horrendous. But Jonatan Christie went down 1 place from his career high, where he had spent 2 weeks as world number 3. The rankings published on a Tuesday, so earlier this week he went down from his high. 25 years of age, born in the Indonesian capital, 179, is 5'10", making his first ever appearance here at the India Open. Well, he beat Brian Yang of Canada in the first round. Then the World Championship bronze medalist from last year, the left-handed Zhao Jungpeng, needed 3 games there. And that thrilling encounter against the 2-time beaten finalist at the Indian Open, Chou Tien-chen of Chinese Taipei. Let me tell you, he was 18-20 down in the deciding game and on a run of 4 straight points, saving 2 match points. He eventually beat Chou Tien-chen 22-20 in the deciding game. So Fine Datan of India is our umpire for this one, and your Huppertz of Germany is the service judge. Well, of the previous 8 matches between these two, 4 times it's gone the full distance. Well, let's hope for another great match.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Viktor Axelsen, Denmark. And on my left, Jonatan Christie, Indonesia. Viktor Axelsen to serve, love all. Play.
So the second of the men's singles semi-finals gets underway. The Olympic gold medalist Viktor Axelsen nearest to us
1 love
against the Asian Games gold medalist Jonatan Christie. Oh, that was going wide. That certainly has, yeah. Christie leaving that one. He could have lost one earlier and won the rally a little sooner.
Service over, 1-all.
You've got to love the way that Jonatan Christie moves. Strong movement, but very fluid movement. Seems to glide around the court. Good poise and balance when he comes forward to the net. Well, Viktor Axelsen has fans all over the world. Well, there's certainly some here in Delhi. That's very good judgment.
3-1.
Now singles, very much more about trying to outmaneuver your opponent. You'll see the players getting the shuttle to all 4 corners of the court, trying to wait and get an opponent out of position, and then they start going for winners. Doubles is far more about putting pressure on right from the onset of the rally. It's gone wide as well. There is a slight sideways drift from right to left as we look down on the court during the rallies.
4-1.
And that, I suspect, taken by the drift. That's gone long as well.
Five, one.
Well, Jonatan Christie is supposed to be playing up against the drift at the moment. It looked to me as if Axelsen changed his mind there on what shot he was going to play.
5. So it's over, 6-2.
Well, I know it's early stages, but I think I'd probably like to see Jonatan Christie try to command the rallies a little bit more. You see, at the moment, Viktor Axelsen is pushing his opponent and bringing him forward. This is a little better from Christie, dictating the pace more. Well, finds the net with his attempted drop shot.
7.
But I like the idea. More proactive rather than reactive. Well, somebody using a flashlight behind the court. Good angle. Oh, well, that hit the top of the tape and trickled over. Nothing Axelsen could do about that.
So it's over, 3-7.
Yeah. Well, when Axelsen is accurate with his smashes, and that was only a half smash, half power. His smashes are devastating because he can play these with pinpoint accuracy. All about placement. Placement and angle. Yeah, that's a little wild from Christie.
9-3.
Oh yes. What was I just saying about angle and placement?
10-3.
Well, I'd love to know what height that shuttle's coming down from. 6'4" frame, outstretched arm above his head, plus the racket, plus a jump. It's no wonder he can create angles.
So it's over, 4-10.
There it is again. (11-4) the advantage to the reigning world and Olympic champion. 7 points ahead after just 8 minutes of play.
Det er perfekt det der med at køre af.
Ja, men der er det, han vil gerne give fart. Når du bliver
20 seconds.
så stresser han.
20 seconds.
Kryds på dig, han stresser henover. Så det er bare op med skeen og være klar.
(11-4). Play.
Well, 11-4 advantage. And looking very comfortable indeed, Viktor Axelsen.
12-4.
Well, there's been one other singles player in 4 finals, the same as Axelsen, and that was Lee Chong-wei. But Lee Chong-wei actually won 3 titles. Axelsen's only won 2 titles here. But no badminton player has ever contested 5 finals. Oh, that's a beauty. Oh, he's challenging.
Jonatan Christie challenges, called in.
Now, I, as you can gather, thought that clipped the line. Oh, it's difficult to tell, isn't it? Women's singles player Rakshana Kintanon also was in 4 finals here in India. Here we go. Oh no, it was out. What a jolly good challenge.
Correction, out. Service over. 5-12. Play.
Brilliant. Utterly brilliant. That's one of his favourite shots, Viktor Axelsen, from deep in the forehand corner. That acute angle across court. And the reason it's so effective is because he also has a wonderful smash from that same position that goes straight down the line. And opponents obviously just cannot tell which one is coming. And even if you did read it, it's such an acute angle, can you get to it? That's gone long.
14-5.
That's very good judgment. My goodness. He's just losing confidence at the moment. Viktor Axelsen.
15-5.
10-point advantage. Oof. Must have caught the outside edge of the line. Yeah. He can hit those angled winners from either side. That time from around the head position. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, it's called out.
Jonatan Christie challenges.
Well, another
Called
challenge
out.
from Christie. Oh no, it may have been out. Nobody better placed to make the call than the line judge. What does the instant review say? Yeah, it was out. So only one challenge remaining for Jonatan Christie.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 17-5. Play.
There it is again. Can't get the next one.
18-5.
Look where that shuttle's landing. It's at least half a metre in front of Christie in his central base position. Such was the acuteness of shot. Well, he is human after all.
Service over. 6-18.
I was beginning to wonder. Magnificent.
Service over. 19-6.
Gone long. It's game point opportunities for Viktor Axelsen. Well, this has been a masterclass so far.
20, game point, 6.
Calm, collected, and it appears totally in control. Brilliant.
Game.
21-6, the opening game in favour of Viktor Axelsen.
21-6.
The reigning world and Olympic champion and the two-time former champion here at the India Open has given a clinical masterclass. 21-6 in just 16 minutes.
Vigtig at vise ham herovre, han skal arbejde hårdt. Han har fået pause.
De må komme ind med tryk nu. Og han står i medvind, en lille smule medvind. Så stadigvæk, så inviterer stadigvæk nedad. Men tjek lige, når han trykker på dig, hvor langt det nu er ude her, ikke? Okay?
Ja.
Fordi der må komme noget over nu. De kan ikke spille en stor bane med dig. Gider han ikke. Men ind i den boble her igen. Ind i den boble igen her. Så lige lov til at rulse lidt, og så...
Ind og vise, at vi er klar til at...
Ligesom vi starter. Fuldstændig som vi starter. Helt dernede og ligge. Ja. Først da han prøver at slå på kryds.
Fordi der er ikke... Ja.
Ligger du bare med.
Viktor.
Jangan terlalu banyak umpan, oke? Ya, ayo, come on, saya.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Viktor. Jonatan. No.
So the big question is, what on earth
Second
can
game.
Jonatan Christie do to
Love all.
stop the juggernaut of Viktor Axelsen
Play.
steamrolling this semi-final?
Love.
Well, I suppose one of the things that Christie may try and do is trying to really extend the rallies, but I'm not sure that he'll be able to do that. I think he has to do something positive himself.
Love.
The problem for Christie is that if Axelsen opens up a nice little cushion here, a nice little lead, I think Jonatan Christie, he'll go through his mind that he won't really know what to try next and won't really have belief. It's gone wide. So it's very, very important for Christie that he keeps the scoreline close in the early stages of this second game. That was a chance for Christie.
Full love.
Failed to take it. Don't think he stayed with the shot. It's almost just a little flick of the racket heads. Hit and hope rather than guiding the shuttle into the open space. Well left.
So it's over. 1 full. Yeah. It's okay. Full.
Yeah, he took that defensive shot a little later, Axelsen. But the fact that he'd had to defend is a good sign for Christie. It means he was taking more initiative. And again. Oh, my word. Now that was sheer power.
So it's over. 5-2.
That's about the first body smash we've seen in this semi-final. Brilliant. What a rally. I don't believe it. A net cord followed by a neck cord. Watch this. Cross-court neck shot was the neck cord from Viktor Axelsen and Jonatan Christie, and the thumbs up. Oh, that's lovely.
So where to wipe?
From
Jonathan?
Viktor
So where to
Axelsen,
wipe?
a smile
Jonathan?
and the thumbs up.
Wipe the court, please.
Great spirit shown by Viktor Axelsen.
Look at me. So it's over. 3-5. Look at me.
Yeah, because Christie is managing to extend the rallies a little bit more. Viktor Axelsen, his incredible pace in the opening game has dropped by a tiny fraction. And that tiny fraction is actually making a big difference.
Play.
Perfect placement again.
So it's over. 6-4.
Threaded it down the line. And look where he was. Had that block come over, he was ready and waiting. You know, when Viktor Axelsen was playing the other evening against Xu Chi,
5-6.
or maybe it was against Kadambi. It was against Kadambi on Wednesday. I thought that maybe the drift had changed, because it seems to me now, once again, that the shuttle is flying a little bit faster, coming towards Jonatan Christie. Now, that's not the way the drift has been going in the early stages.
6-all.
Back level. Oh, that's loose. Yes, he knows it. Hence the little jump
So
up
it's
and down.
over. 7-6.
Yeah, that's careless. So is that. 2 unforced errors without any sort of a
8-6.
rally. That's cheap points for Viktor Axelsen. But in a way, that's what he makes you do. Because anything that's not a perfect shot, he will punish.
So it's over.
And therefore, inevitably,
7-8.
you start going for the tighter and tighter shot. And when you do that, there's bound to be some errors. Nice.
So it's over. 9-7.
Another cheap point.
10-7.
$11-7. at the mid-game interval
11-7
in
interval.
favour of Viktor Axelsen, having already won the first.
Han fortsætter med at afgive rigtig meget til dig. Han spiller alt for kort.
Jamen, når jeg afgiver der.
Jamen, du skal ikke afgive.
Nej, men skal jeg bare spille med der?
Ja, jeg synes, du skal spille med, og det jeg siger til dig, det er, jeg har ikke set ham slå kontra på dine 70'er og 60'er.
Nej.
Han ligger til, så hvis du bare, i stedet for at lunde op til den, lige kommer en gang højere op, så han skal gribe sin ben derovre, for du har flere muligheder.
Jeg skal ikke gå for langsomt.
Det går for langsomt, nemlig, fordi han får lov til at
20
slå
seconds.
på dig. Ikke?
20
Så når du
seconds.
slår 70, så kom du bare frem på det ting der. Okay?
Victor. Hvor er du der på det? 11-7. Play.
Well, it seemed to me that Axelsen was doing most of the talking in the coaching break there. His coach, his father-in-law. That is a wonderful net shot from Jonatan Christie. And if we get to see it again, look at his poise and balance. Look at that. Perfectly on balance as he played that shot.
Play.
Oh, my word. He's done it again. Oh, what was that from Axelsen?
12-9.
Was that just urging himself on? Watch his reaction after the rally. Something about jumping up, I think. Well, I really don't know. Oh! Take that. Backhand smash from Axelsen. And straight down the line, that's so much more difficult than hitting a backhand across court. That's an amazing shot. So too is that. He's piling the pressure on.
14-9.
Yep. He's controlling the front of the court. Christie
15-9.
somehow has to take that away from him. Look how Christie's taking that late. No, Axelsen didn't want to change the shuttle. 4 straight points. Five straight points. And just 5 points away from a record 5th final here at the India Open. Even players who've played 2 different disciplines a doubles and a mixed doubles haven't contested 5 finals at this event. That would be a record. Yeah, that's nice from Christie. It's now or never. He's got to start making his move.
10-16. Thank you.
Well, he is at the moment, you're right, sir. Oh, it was wide by a whisker.
11-16.
It's gone wide.
Service over. 17-11.
He's just oozing confidence, is Axelsen. Three points away.
18-11.
Brilliant. Two points to reach a 4th final in 4 tournaments played. The French Open at the end of last year, then the World Tour finals last month in Bangkok. Won the Malaysian Open last week in Kuala Lumpur. 2 points away from yet another final. Oh, he's missed it.
Service over. 12-19.
Yeah, steepness of shot, played quite brilliantly.
Service over.
And with it comes 8 match point opportunities.
12.
He's missed it.
Game.
A record-breaking 5th final at the India Open for Viktor Axelsen awaits tomorrow. Wonderful performance, 21-6, 21-12 in a match lasting just 38 minutes. Viktor Axelsen, who's won the last 3 tournaments he's played, is through to a 4th consecutive final in tournaments played, a 2nd final in 2 weeks, and that's how he did it. 21-6, 21-12, and Viktor Axelsen will meet Sudirman in tomorrow's final in a repeat of last year's World Championship final. A 5th final tomorrow for Viktor Axelsen. He really is on the top of his game.